welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be cooking Matar Pulao, and it's a recipe that I grew up eating and it's one of my favorites. So hope you guys enjoy it and thanks for watching.
Okay, so first step is heat your oil or ghee. I did a half and half combination of oil and ghee, and this will be done to your liking, how much oil that you and your family are comfortable with eating. And then you're gonna add one medium-sized sliced onion, and we're just gonna let that turn into a nice golden brown color. Once our onions turn a nice golden brown color, we are going to make sure that the heat is on medium, and we're going to start adding our whole spices. We're going to start off by adding some cumin seeds. After the cumin seeds, we're going to add a few black peppercorns. Following that, we're going to add in a few cloves. And right after that, we're going to add in cinnamon sticks. You can add one medium-sized cinnamon stick. I had two small ones, so that's what I added. Then you're going to add in one bay leaf. And you're just going to let these whole spices release their flavor in the oil and onions. Just mix them around and let them just start cooking. Now I'm just going to add some ginger garlic in there, and basically we're just going to stir that in for about a minute and kind of let the flavors again release, and the ginger and garlic kind of cook a little bit. So just do that for a minute or two, and this is all going to be done on medium heat. Then I'm going to add some green chilies. I added about one green chili that I just sliced up, and again mix that around. Then we're going to add one sliced up tomato. Now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt, and salt helps tomatoes kind of break down and become soft and mushy, and that's exactly what we want. Just stir that around, make sure the salt gets mixed in throughout the dish. Then I'm just going to add a very little bit of water, maybe less than 1/4 cup, and going to make sure the heat is down, and I'm going to cover it and let the tomatoes steam in there. So I did that for about 5 minutes, and now the tomatoes are nice and soft, and I'm just going to use my spatula to break down the tomatoes even further, because that's what we want. We want the tomatoes to really cook down before moving to the next step. Now I'm just adding about a tablespoon of yogurt. I made sure to whisk it before, and I turned down the heat and slowly mix it in just so the yogurt doesn't curdle. Even if it does, don't worry too much. It won't affect the flavor of your rice. Now I'm adding about a 1/2 cup of peas, and I'm using frozen peas. And I'm just going to mix those in and cover the lid and let them basically cook down and defrost, because that's what we would like. After about 5 minutes, they would have cooked down and defrosted, and that's exactly what we want. Now I'm adding about 2 cups of water. I'm doing 1 cup of rice, and I'm going to do 2 cups of water. The way that I do my water ratio is cups of rice plus 1 is the water. So if you have 1 cup of rice, you're going to add 2 cups of water. I'm also adding 1 knorr cube in there, Knorr chicken cube. That just adds some nice flavor to the broth and makes the rice really delicious. So I just crush it up and add it into the broth and mix that up. Right after it mixes in, we are going to go ahead and add in the rice. You can wait for the water to boil if you like. I don't really think that's necessary, so I just go ahead and add the rice when the water is about to boil. So again, turn the heat up high so the water can start boiling. I'm just tasting the broth there for some salt. Mine needed a little extra salt, so I'm going to be adding that in. You want the broth's water to be slightly salty. That's going to result in the rice having enough salt. So I always make sure that the water is a little bit salty. So I went ahead and checked that, and I'm mixing it around, and we're going to turn it up to high heat and let the water start evaporating. And that's exactly what's happening here. It's starting to steam and boil. Yeah. So it's been about 6 to 7 minutes and all our water has pretty much evaporated. There's only a very little bit of water left in the rice. That is when you're going to turn your heat to low and cover your pot for about 20 minutes and put the rice on dum. And they're just going to cook in their steam, finish up. They're already about 80% cooked at this time, but they're just going to finish up. Now you're left with this delicious Matar Pulao, and I hope you guys try this and enjoy this wonderful recipe. Please do like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know if you have any questions. And thank you so much for watching.